to see all the different flats you might go in, how the halls work.
If the people whose life aim or their life mission or their life goal was to live a happy life, that they recorded being happy.
It's not just achieving the goal that I want to achieve. It's also learning from the journey that I'm going through. And
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Voice of Aroha Team Talk. We're in season 6 now. I'm returning from last year, and my name's Meg, and I'm co-hosting with a bunch of other awesome people. Right in front of me, I've got Luca. Luca, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Luca. I go to Newlands College. I'm in my final year. I'm just looking forward to working with Voice of Aroha and having an awesome, busy year.
How awesome. I've also, to the left of me, got Sahar, a new-ish member. Do you want to introduce yourself as well?
yes, thank you. My name is Sahar, and I joined voiceofaroha 2 months ago. And working with lovely Rata and Hamid and Kudrian as well. So it's been very nice working with them, enjoying, meeting new volunteers, very exciting.
We've got such an awesome team here. And I mean, I think everyone knows Rata, but Rata, do you want to introduce yourself?
I feel slightly ancient compared to everyone else. I'm like, I've been here so long. I'm Rata. You'll know me from many other seasons of Voice of Aroha. I began as a volunteer like all of you guys, and then now I'm working here, and I've had the absolute pleasure of working with Sahar for the last couple of months. It's been a huge joyous thing. Everyone's like, how's your year going, Rata? I'm like, I've got a new friend. And then also so excited to have all these amazing returning and new volunteers as well. It's just been really, really exciting, and just how much energy you all have and enthusiasm and just, keenness to get in is really, really, really cool. So yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, the energy in the studio has been insane today, and hearing from everyone else. We've done some brainstorming today, which is quite exciting. You kind of already touched on it, Luca, but when you've come to Voice of Aroha, what has been your kind of reasoning for coming?
First of all, I guess during the school holidays, I've been looking for some things to do, some jobs, some voluntary jobs. Voice of Aroha was one of them. I kind of decided to go for it because obviously a few of my friends work for Voice of Aroha, and also I just kind of really appreciate the message that they give. Like, I feel like they quite literally show off the voice of Aroha. Like, I appreciate the way that everyone's voices and opinions can just be heard and appreciated by all the listeners, and it's just a really safe, open space for everybody to share what they're into and how they view the world.
That's actually so amazing. I agree. I think the uplifting of voices is something we hold so important at Voice of Aroha, and it's so cool to see so many more people's voices and perspectives we can have this year. Obviously, I don't think I've talked to Sahar that much. So what is your kind of in at Voice of Aroha? What are you looking to get out of it?
Actually, I wanted to gain confidence, and I wanted to try new things. I wanted to build a good connection with people and like a good network, just to know like what's we talk a lot. We talk about lots of different topics, and as I'm just being here for 6 years, I wanted to be familiar with what's going on here and like to be close to that environment. It's really lovely and like very. I just gained lots of experience and lots of knowledge from that. Yeah.
No, our whānau here is so awesome. I've been so lucky to be here last year and this year, and I'm so excited to be back. I mean, I was going to ask Rata what her ambition is for staying here. Do you have any, obviously you've been here so long, do you have any specific goals for this year for Voice of Aroha?
Someone asked that in one of the volunteer interviews. I can't remember who it was, but I thought it was like, oh, that's a great question. Like, what do we want for this year? And I think it's kind of, at least for me, I think just kind of the same mission of Voice of Aroha as last year, but just bigger and better. It's just like, just get the outreach more, just get more people listening to the messages, more people being able to share their voice. And just because it kind of like, I had a really, really good time going to Oshaki summer camp this year for my first time, and it was really cool going because Voice of Aroha has been a few times, so it was my first time. And just I think a lot of the things, like there's always different challenges in the world, but the kind of things that we can do to unify us and bring us together to kind of peacefully teamwork and work through the challenges, like that's always helpful no matter what the challenge is. So just creating those inclusive spaces where people can come together, I just think the more that people get connected to those, and the more I'm connected to those as well, it's like it makes me feel happier and safer and included and like I've got belong. So I think that's just kind of the mission, for at least for me. But
no, outreach, I think. When I'm thinking about the things I want to achieve with the community this year, reaching like maybe people we haven't been thinking about as well. Like, we know so many different groups, we have so many different networks. I think extending those even further will be so awesome. Otaki Summer Camp, Arthi and Arch were at that too, right?
Yes,
How was that?
Yes. Oh, it was amazing. I thought it was really cool. You went for a day. How did you find it, Sahar?
Yes, I found it really, like, I haven't been there before, so I've heard about it a lot, and I wanted to see what people do there. And it's like, I went there and I was like, oh my God, there's a lot to do, you know? And it's just, I attend one climate change workshop, and I thought it's like helping the climate change to get better, and just using your own bottle, like this basic stuff. But when I went there, I was like, oh my God, there's like huge ideas of how to change your lifestyle, even lots of things. And that was very exciting to know. I was like, oh my God, I want to know more about it, and I want to experience that, how people they doing this. And yeah, it was lovely, nice, very nice.
Have you guys heard of Otaki Summer Camp?
No, not until this year when Arthi and Arch went.
Right, yep.
It sounded pretty fun.
Yep.
I'd heard of it because I'm pretty sure, is that how you guys met like Ruth and stuff from last season? I feel like we met some people that were here last season.
Yeah, true, because I wasn't there, so I was like, oh, did we? But no, you're completely right, we did. Ruth and Maria. I think
I really want to go next year. It seems like such a cool opportunity. Because what is it all about? It's a summer camp. Like, what is it kind of focused and targeted on?
I think I would say largely political summer camp, and so it's aimed towards youths. They define that very broadly, I think, from like 15, but you could go if you're younger, 15 to kind of 30-ish. Political summer camp with definitely very, very strong environmental themes and quite a lot of very politically active youth, but also trying to aim to make more kind of intersections of political conversation quite friendly, I think, to try and get you into this is what, and it was really cool for me. What was most exciting, I think, about the space is you're at this farm. It's this this family's farm that they've opened up to kind of the public for this one event, and they've got very cheap subsidized scholarship ticket options to go, and it's I'm pretty sure a self-sufficient farm, so they've got huge veggie gardens. Everyone camps in this huge campgrounds. They've got marquee options if you don't have a tent, as well as a house, and they've got live music. They've got, as Sahar mentioned, tons of political workshops focused on kind of you as an individual, but also you as community and how you kind of build community and work on whatever kind of thing you care about. Like, it might not be the environment, but how to energize your community, how to make mahi happen, really, and kind of actually cut the red tape and the things that aren't really so helpful, and just get out there and do stuff. And so it's a very very cool collection of people, and quite incredible co-papas. Like, everyone was really invested in the stuff that they were doing, and it was cool to be. I feel like you get a few opportunities like that at school, but it's feel like more uncommon when you're out of school to kind of or out of university as well, to be surrounded by people who all really care about the same things or similar things, and kind of working together to make a difference on those, and just actually having a time to talk about how do we work on this, how do we make an impact in this area. So that was cool. Yeah,
that is actually so sick. That sounds so awesome. Honestly, I feel like those kind of opportunities, not that they're not well advertised, I think they're really only out there if you're looking for them.
Yeah,
that's probably my goal for this year, is
Yeah.
to go looking for those opportunities. Has anyone got any other cool things they did over the summer? It can be politically cool or just cool for you in general.
So in the summer I went to Hands On at Otago, which was
yes.
an awesome experience. Went down and did music for 4 days. Then we also got chances to do tasters of random subjects. So mine were politics, which was pretty fun. Went to this eco sanctuary, which was interesting. I'm into that stuff. And then theatre and dance, which wasn't quite my thing, but it's good. I got to realise that. I think that's the whole point of it. But the whole experience was great, honestly. Uni is such a great place. And going back to school after, I realised it's just so different, and uni's just such an upgrade from school. So I feel like I'm almost ready to go to the next step
Yeah.
after school.
I feel like the Fat Otago offers that is just, it is really a step above
really
some
special.
others. It's honestly, like, because I went not the rotation run, I went to 2024 hands-on, and it was just, it really made me pick Otago as one of my top higher options, because those tasters are so awesome. Like, I also did politics, which is what I'm interested in. I did zoology, which was really random. And it's getting to experience that uni life. High school's such a bubble, and getting to see, like, how you get to see all the different flats you might go in, how the halls work. We got to stay in the, you stay in the Te Rangi
The
Hiroa?
new one, yeah.
The new one, yeah, which is so cool. I really, when I came back, I was just kind of like, why doesn't Vic offer something like this? Why doesn't Auckland
Why
or
is like
Canterbury?
school just not like this?
True, honestly. Kind of makes me envious of kind of the dorm schools in other countries you see. Yeah. What kind of, because have you finished, did you do university, Sahar?
I'm still.
You're still in university? What are you
studying,
studying?
I'm studying information system. Yeah, as a
That's so
major.
cool. How's that going?
It's going good because I changed major from chemistry to biotechnology. So I'm finding I mean information system, and then I find information system much easier than chemistry. So I'm spending less time on studying. Yes, than I was doing with chemistry. It's like it takes me a long time to do things. And then I got busy and I couldn't continue the chemistry thing. And then I changed. So it's getting better. Yes, using to the university system in Wellington. So
Yes. No, that's so cool. It's honestly, I feel like even switching things and going around, you just find what you enjoy, right?
That's right.
And as long as you're enjoying it, it's awesome.
Yes, I am actually.
Speaking of like life paths, I feel like because me and Luke are about to graduate, you're working through a degree. I think we were talking in the brainstorm about success earlier, how we define success. Does anyone have like a good definition for success, they think, for themselves at least?
I feel like having one main goal and being able to achieve that is what makes me feel the most successful. Like, for example, this year I really have a huge goal of becoming the head student of my school. So being able to achieve that would make me feel super successful and just fulfilled. But then there's also other things that just generally make you happy, and I feel like maintaining your passions and your hobbies, just the things that make you feel happy and I guess like serene, make you feel successful.
That's actually really cool. I think goal setting is such an underrated strategy for feeling successful in your life. Like, we all get told to make goals in primary school, but and how goal setting's helpful to get where we want to be. But for some people, I think having one, even if it's really lofty ambition, can make you so much more motivated, like in the first place. Does anyone else have a good definition for success?
How about you, Meg?
Oh, no, don't fire it back. My only thought about this, when I was younger, I'd always go with the classic, success is just being happy, right? But as I've grown, I think even when I've been successful or felt successful, I haven't necessarily been happy. And I think for a lot of people, if general, like with mental health and stuff, and if happiness isn't something that is as much of a constant for you, or maybe if you have ups and downs, I think success for me, this sounds real corny, is probably about how many people are kind of impacted by the things I'm successful in. Like, how many people's lives I can change with the things I do, how many people's days I can make, is probably, I think, a better measure for me. Super sappy, but because I think if you're just saying success is what makes you happy, that's almost setting a limit for yourself. Like, oh, I've done something, but I'm not happy, so that means I wasn't successful. But I don't think that's true. Got kind of dark.
It's a good point of view.
Sahar, do you have a good definition?
Success to me means to be, how say that? Just like, it's not just achieving the goal that I want to achieve. It's also learning from this journey that I'm going through and enjoying it, and just not like much stressing about it and think about just the result itself, and just like take just my time to live that moment and, just, yes, that's what success to me. I'm trying to.
Like the journey, right, is
Yes,
like
the journey,
almost more important than the goal sometimes.
Yes.
Like what you learn along the way. That's
right.
so good.
Yes.
Okay. Is anyone else?
Yeah, I think I'm actually very passionate. I need to try not to rant for too long. I'm very, very passionate about what you were saying, Meg, in terms of I read a New Scientist article, I think a couple of years ago, and it was just talking about how they did happiness measures for people's lives, and they found that if the people whose life aim or their life mission or their life goal was to live a happy life, that they recorded being happy, they self-record being happy less often than people whose life aim or mission or goal was to live a meaningful life. So that, because obviously exactly how you say, whenever you're not happy, you're failing at your life goal, versus if you have a goal that's separate to, okay, I might not be feeling happy right now. Like raising a child is a good example, where it's like you might not be happy all the time when your child's sad, but it's, often one of the most meaningful things that people do, or often they say that's one of the most meaningful things. And I was really, really touched by Hannah's answer to this question. I don't know if it was recorded, but I was chatting to Hannah about it, and she was talking about how for her success was relationship with other people, or sort of good relationships with other people, both like your friends, your family, your co-workers. And I was thinking, I think similar to what kind of you were saying, Sahar, it's quite a hard question, but if I had to say it right now, probably I would say something like maybe connectedness, both connectedness to others and to myself, and to kind of wider meaning of, might not be feeling happy, am I feeling tired or, grumpy or whatever, but am I feeling connected to, I know why I'm doing this, I know I'm feeling connected to the people around me. Maybe something like that. It's very vague, very, very answer, but that's what I'm thinking about at the moment.
Yeah. No, that's really good. I think we've gone on a similar vein here. Like, success can mean so many different things. Like, you can be striving to one goal, and that connectedness you have along the way, the learning you have along the way, is part of what makes the goal so, what is the word? The word is escaping me. What's make the goal so meaningful is all the stuff that comes along with it. Like I don't think I knew you wanted to be head student, but that's so cool. Like kind of admirable to have something like that. Your goal is to be a leader. That's quite cool.
It's a great description.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Does anyone else have some goals for this year outside of Voice of Aroha?
I haven't think about it yet, but
one of your goals was to swim every day.
Yes, that was my goal.
How's that going?
It got destroyed.
You can get it back.
The Wellington weather destroyed it.
Yes, trying to get it back and swim every day. So yes, hopefully this summer I'll make it.
Outside or inside?
Anywhere, just to swim. Just want to swim. Yes, but more outside in the ocean.
That's chilly.
Yes,
Do you usually enjoy swimming, or do you just?
I love swimming.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But when I arrived to New Zealand, I just feel it's very cold. Even in summer, I just feel cold. But now I'm using to this weather.
Yeah.
I just feel summer is hot, and I can swim now. So yes.
On the past 2 weeks, it's like compared. I think we've had the most dreary summer. Then the past 2 weeks have just been scorching. It's just been kind of nice actually going back to school. Do you have a goal for this year?
I'm curious to hear your goals for everyone.
You keep redirecting to me.
Yeah.
My goal that I've been telling everyone over summer was to read at least 30 books this year. That is not going well so far. I started a book in December and I haven't finished it
You
yet.
started so strong though. When I was talking to you in December, you sounded like you were going so strong.
Yeah, because I bought this book. Like I'd spent my money, so then I'm like, I have to do this. And I've got through it. In my book, they do spend a lot of time talking about how much they love Greek history. So it's a bit boring. Okay, we are wrapping up. I kind of want to go up to my old favourite question that we used to voice at Aroha, which is a message or a quote you want to leave with the viewers for the week. I'll give us 20 seconds to think of it, I'll think. Because I think this is just one of my favourite things we used to do. Well, at least that I took from last year, leaving the viewers with something. Okay, does anyone have one immediately? Yes, go.
So kind of just looping back to the success thing, I feel like just want to say don't give up on your dreams and keep following your path of success, because along the journey, you'll pick up different things, and in the end, it'll just feel more rewarding.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to back off Lucas and also reference a TEDx speech I saw last year from Nishka, which was celebrate your small successes, whether it's getting some exercise in, reading some books, getting on top of your coursework or schoolwork. Celebrate that, feel good about yourself. Achieving things and feeling good for them in your life is such a good way to maybe get more meaning out of your everyday.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Going from what Shalom said in the team talk yesterday, actually, I really loved her message and I believe in a lot. Everyone's running their own race in life. You can't compare yourself to other people. You don't know what's actually going on in their lives or the challenges that they face and that you face. You know, only look at yourself, keep running the race that you're on, and similar to what Meg said, celebrate your accomplishments, know that you're amazing for what you've been through and for what you're going to do, and just don't stop, just keep going.
Okay.
Nice one.
Do you have a Vaxaha?
Yes.
Yes.
So I will say that enjoy every moment in your life, try, and don't overthink much or everything. Yes, and communicate and have the communication is the key. Yes, I would say that.
Yeah, no, that is big true. That's for me this week. Communication is key, guys. Okay, it is probably our time to say goodbye. So we will see you all around. Ka kite.